Alright, so Season 6 of Shinobi Striker is officially here, and the brand new DLC character Reanimated Minato just dropped. As always, with the new DLC comes a new update and a balance patch, so today I'll be breaking down everything in this update and give you my thoughts on the start of the season. And spoiler alert, they came out swinging for Season 6, but before all that, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. I really appreciate all the support. Alright, bet. So, first things first, if you purchase the season pass, you will get access to the 3 new characters this season, starting with Minato. We already know who the other 2 characters for season 6 are, which will be Jubito and Kaguya. My guess is that Obito will be the range type, and Kaguya will be the heal type, but I'd prefer if Obito was the heal type and Kaguya for range. Regardless, they aren't the only things you will have access to, as the season pass also comes with a new secret technique for heal types. Check it out. Next, they let us know that the top secret training set is available for Season 5. This is basically allowing you to have access to the full rewards of DLC characters without having to grind for them in the normal way. So you can buy the Season Pass or a DLC from Season 5 and then buy this training set and use everything off rip. So if that's your thing, go crazy with it. Now, to get into the more hype parts of the update, the new Range Village map has been added, and so far it's like all the other new maps, massive. The towers are tall, making the teleporter spread throughout the map very useful. So in conclusion, they dropped another banger. From the Minato trailer, it looked like there might be another map coming, but nothing is confirmed right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if they added at least one more map. And that's pretty much it for the major system updates. So with that out of the way, let's get into the balance patch and see what they've messed up this time. So off rip, they let us know that Baryon Barrage got nerfed. It deals less damage, doesn't charge forward as fat, the sub block practically only lasts during the duration of the jutsu, and it's a lot harder to combo off of the knockback. In addition to that, you can actually sub the attack once the seal sub goes away, so all around negative adjustment for this move, which is greatly appreciated. Next, Tornado High does less damage, but they added an effect that reduces healing recovery when you hit an enemy. You'll notice 2 themes with this update from here. All wind type moves received reduced healing recovery and a bunch of nerfing to the healing in general, but more on that later. Let's continue. So as we just mentioned with Wind Style reducing healing recovery, Wind Style Rasen Shuriken received that effect as well. In addition to that, it also has a ninjutsu blast damage effect. This makes the move a lot more dangerous as it increases the hitbox pretty nicely. Don't get me wrong, the attack is still relatively low tier, but the damage potential has certainly gone up. Lastly, for attack types, N recharges faster, which is exactly what this technique needed. Now it's on the faster end of charge speed relative to Kodomatsu Kami. Moving on to range types, Angelic Advent took a hit. It has now less travel speed, but the Paper Shooter can deal more damage. Wind Style Great Breach lost its reduced attack tracking, which wasn't good anyway, but it was replaced with the Universal Wind attribute of healing reduction, and Wind Scythe also received this same buff. Wind Style Sea Dragon received healing reduction as well, but it now requires more alt charge time. As always, they can never let us range players eat for too long, as they nerfed Thunderous Needles to the pits of the cloud map, as they now are a subbable ninja tool, meaning old confirms don't work like they used to if the enemy has a substitution. But let's not end off on a bad note, as they finally gave range types their first substitution stock resetter with Onyx Chidori. The attack speed debuff was removed, and it's now 18 seconds on cooltime. Plus they nerfed the damage a little bit, but all that for range types to finally remove enemy subs and get in some good damage, that's worth it in my opinion. It's still a risky move, but this change has me hella hyped. Defense types didn't receive much, but what they did get was nice. Kazan Strike is now slower when it charges forward, effectively nerfing its range, and they finally gave Blast Bomb Dance a faster charge time, so you don't have to wait forever just to use this move. As I alluded to earlier, heal types got a few reworks, so let's start with the major things first, which is Cellular Extraction. It is now a whopping 20 seconds of cooldown, but they did increase the amount of healing it does. This kind of change slightly widens the range of what heal types can bring to a competitive fight, but we'll see what happens in the future. That brings us to this next change, which is Long Distance Palm Sage. Its cooltime is now 18 seconds, however, with that cooltime nerf, they also increase the amount of healing it does. So could this be a viable option for competitive now? I don't know, we'll see though. 2 ninjutsu that I thought needed major love actually received something this time around. Chakra Rebirth has a wider range now, so you don't actually have to hug your allies to heal them, and Limbo Border Gel now deals more damage. The last major change for heal type is now that all their healing in general gives less alt charge. Most of you are unaware of some of the hidden mechanics in the game, but essentially, playing in a certain way charges each type's secret technique faster. Heal types was pretty obvious with healing, but as for the other types, I'll talk about them in another time. For now, let's finish off this update. So the last change is of course recovery reduction added to the Wind Bullet Ninja tool, and that's all we have for this round of balanced patches. Overall, this was a solid update, and it definitely leaves the door open for a lot more things to be added into the game this season. We'll see if we get another update next month when they release the third Raikage's ninjutsu, but if not, expect another balance patch for June. With that being said, I appreciate everyone who came through and left a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, or if you've been watching my content and just been lazy about hitting the button. I already know how it be sometimes, but I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Alright, peace.